in schools, and that work continues from here.
That news comes as another Richmond County school closes for COVID. Langford Middle School transitioning its students to learning from home today. That makes 11 schools in the county currently closed down because of COVID concerns. So checking the latest COVID updates from the school districts in Richmond County, there are 48 confirmed student cases, 25 staff members. In Columbia County, 26 students, 19 staff members currently with a positive case. In Aiken County, 10 current student cases and 10 staff members. If you're looking to get tested, it's opening day for free COVID testing over at USC Aiken. This is a look at their new DHEC drive-through testing site in the Convocation Center parking lot. It's going to be open Wednesday through Monday from 1 until 6 in the evening. No insurance card needed. All you do is bring your driver's license or student ID, and you can expect results within 2 days of getting that test.
Columbia County parents have 1 week to decide if they want their kids to take part in a sexual abuse awareness class.
It's something Georgia requires schools to do every year for students in kindergarten through the 9th grade, and some students will be taking those classes this month.
Celeste Springer reached out to find out what parents think and need to know.
So this is giving children a safe area at school around their peers and with their counselor to learn about this information.
According to the CDC, 1 in 4 girls and 1 in 13 boys face some sort of sexual abuse in childhood. Augusta resident Suzetra Walker was one of them and went on to write a book for kids to help stop it.
And it talks about touch boundaries and how we have to teach our children that it is okay to determine how they want to physically interact with others.
She says she's glad schools are making sure these conversations are had early, and other Columbia County parents agree.
We do talk about sexual abuse and awareness at home. And so for this to be done at school as well, it helps increase that information and that, ability to communicate with others about this.
We found some parents would prefer these conversations to happen at home, but the district says classes are age appropriate.
It's the same awareness, the same kind of information, but at the level where the student is, to make it more age appropriate.
There's options for parents if they still don't feel comfortable.
So we want parents to have an opportunity to review the information, review the curriculum online. They can review it and then make the determination whether they want their child to participate.
But speaking as a survivor, Walker says no matter what parents do, don't wait.
Everybody's an expert on their own child. Just make sure that you are not trying to wait until they are mature enough, because these children are having a conversation amongst themselves, whether we're aware of it or not.
Parents will be notified on when those classes are by a letter sent home with their student. That letter will include the deadlines for when to request to view the course materials, as well as when the deadline is for them to opt their student out. I'm Celeste Springer on your side. Thanks, Celeste. Wi-Fi on Wheels is launching in Richmond County on Monday. That means 14 school buses will operate as mobile Wi-Fi hotspots for students. From 5 o'clock to 7, Monday through Thursday, the buses will be parked in neighborhoods so students have better internet access. The district says students, virtual or face-to-face, can connect using a laptop, smartphone, or tablet within 500 feet of a bus. For a full list of all those neighborhoods, head to Wrdw.com. Another opportunity for fresh food options in downtown Augusta. This was the scene at the Laney Walker Farmers Market just after it opened up today at 4:30. It sets up once a month at the intersection of Laney Walker and James Brown Boulevards. The area is known to be a food desert, so organizers say the response to this market has been great.
So what we've heard from the people who came last time was thank you so much, because they have wanted fresh food access, they've wanted beautiful product access, and they needed it, and they just didn't know where else to get it from.
You can shop for fresh produce, meat, and dairy from local farmers. If you have SNAP or EBT, you can double your buying power.
It is week 10 of OFL. The football season quickly winding down. Tonight's game, Calhoun County at Wagner Salary, and that's where we find Nick Proto tonight. And Nick, we understand it's senior night over there.
It is senior night, and for one senior, it will be a night he will not forget. His name's Brendan Johnson. He's the manager of this Wagner Salary team. I'm trying to look around as a surprise for him. I don't want to ruin it. But tonight, he is suiting up for the first time for the War Eagles, but that's not all. What he doesn't know is that Calhoun County and Wagner Sally have actually agreed to let him score a touchdown on the first play. So he's going to start at this end zone over here, and he will come down and score his touchdown over here. So with all the craziness going on, we're having one of those bigger than football moments where everyone's just going to have a nice wholesome moment here on a Friday night. I don't know about you guys, but after the week we've had, I could certainly use it. So we're going to have that coming up at 11 o'clock. We'll talk to his dad, we'll talk to the coach, find out what he means to this team, and find out what this moment is going to mean to him. So be sure to stay tuned for that one. Guys.
Wonderful gesture for a hardworking team manager having his moment in the spotlight tonight. Nick, thanks very much for that. We are looking forward to your story at 11 o'clock. Anthony?
If you're heading out to any of those Friday night football games, we're going to be staying on the drier side. Those temperatures falling out of the 60s and eventually into the upper 50s. That full forecast coming up.
A new restaurant opens in downtown Augusta. Several other new businesses on the way. We're going to tell you more about all that development next.
Your time on your side.
Downtown Augusta finally starting to shift back into recruiting mode, trying to bring in those new businesses and fill some empty buildings.
They tell News 12 Sydney Heiberger they think the majority of businesses downtown will get through this pandemic on the other side. Between new Mexican and Mediterranean restaurants, a florist, and new apartments, it seems growth in downtown Augusta is finally starting to pick back up. But the Downtown Development Authority tells me it wasn't easy getting there. Any progress made by Augusta's Downtown Development Authority was put on hold.
We literally pivoted very quickly and went from recruitment to retention.
When COVID reared its ugly head,
Our biggest worry were the statistics that came out at the beginning of the pandemic that said, 30 to 35% of small businesses won't survive.
despite those numbers, the DDA says only one business in downtown Augusta had to shut their doors. Another went to a social media platform. But finally, they say the phone is starting to ring once again.
We've got a developer coming in town next week to look at doing an apartment project. 401 Green Street has been purchased. Peach Contractors is working on the pale blue building at Ellis and 10th to get more downtown living.
Business owners like Nader Khatib says it's that growth that drew them to the Garden City.
I noticed a lot of graffiti has been cleaned up. Some of the windows have been fixed and a lot of buildings being renovated.
His restaurant Laziza just opened their downtown location on Wednesday after 2 long years in the making.
We hope to bring more flavor downtown.
Margaret Woodard hopes that maybe some positive things may come from COVID.
During the pandemic, with people being sheltered in place, a lot of people started their own businesses. There will be entrepreneurs that are going to be ready to move and start a business.
In Augusta, Sydney Heiberger on your side.
And we support all that, don't we, Sierra?
Yeah, shop local.
Yeah, in addition to Laziza, we hear that Taco Cat and the Mexican restaurant and a florist are getting ready to open up shop downtown.
There are also several new housing projects in the works, so we look forward to it. Augusta's first ever restaurant week is kicking off today, giving you the chance to eat some good food for a good cause. More than 20 restaurants have partnered up with the Boys and Girls Club of the CSRA to raise money while also giving some of our favorite spots an economic boost.
And you can expect to see some deals for Masters Week coming up next week. When you cash out, there's going to be a line on your receipt for you to donate. We're going to have the full list of restaurants taking part on our website. Good idea for a good cause. All right, let's check in with Anthony one more time.